Hey everyone, wanted to do an update on the board. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and even though a lot of the pedals are the same, I'm actually running a very different setup from the last ones. So I'll explain it. So over here I had Dan at, this one's mine, you can see his logo right there. He made me these little thumb patch bays. They're pretty cool. It's really nice for if you want to keep everything plugging in really simply and easily. All this is a pass-through, so I've got channel number 1 and channel number 2. Number 1 is my acoustic channel, and number 2 is my electric channel. So this what makes this setup very different than what I've run in the past. So the electric channel comes in here and it goes into my boost, and then that's just a signal buffer. That's all that's doing. Then I go into my AYA R-Comp, the compressor. Out of there I go into the Dr. Sinus Cleanness. It's just a good EQ, it just drives the signal to the amp and adds a little dirt. Very natural sounding, and those three guys are on all the time for me. And then down here I've got my my main dirt section. The Timmy, of course, I love that guy, and then the Sand Bee Overdry. I actually got this one and the Triton Fuzz next to it from a company called Push Plus Pull Pedals. Currently, these are the only two pedals he makes, at least that I'm aware of, and they're great. The Fuzz is pretty crazy. I haven't really found a realistic application for that yet, but I like having it on the board. But the Sand Bee is killer. The bright switch on this thing, it really opens it up, and it's just a great overdrive. A lot of very dynamic sounds, chimey and clear, and I like it. So after I go Timmy, Sand Bee, Triton, I go into the wah pedal, and then this is where it changes. So out of the wah pedal, I come over here to this little switcher, and it comes in right here into the switcher, and then it comes out of the switcher, and it sends past all these. It doesn't go through any of these pedals. Goes up to here. And this is another one of those thumb patch bays like I have at the beginning. And out of the thumb patch, it goes to the amp. So my electric guitar is going through this section, the wah, to the switch, and out to the amp. Then my acoustic guitar comes in right here in channel number 1. And it actually moves. The only reason that it plugs in over here is just to keep it simple for cables. But it actually runs past all this, doesn't go through any of this, and it runs to the switch, and it comes in right here, and then it comes out of here and goes to my Radial J48 D-Box. I just got this thing, and I'm really pumped. I haven't even actually tried it out yet, but they sound, from what the demos I've watched and from what I've read, they seem like pretty solid D-Boxes, so I'm excited to have that on the board. Okay, so that's the signal flow of the electric and the acoustic. Now, on this same pedal, there is another input and output, and this is a loop. So the send comes out of here, goes into my volume. The volume sends out to the tuner and then to the Dr. Scientist Cosmic Chorus. From the chorus, I send over here to the carbon copy delay. Carbon copy, I go to my timeline delay. And then out of that, I go to the reverb. And then from my reverb pedal, it returns into the loop. So here's what this does, basically. The acoustic, I wanted to have my acoustic and electric on one board, but I didn't want to have the acoustic running through all this mess. It's not made for an acoustic guitar, and I seriously degrade the signal. So I run over there, bypass all of this, come here, and then I'm only taking advantage of what's in the loop, which is volume, delays, chorus, and reverb and tuner, which is all stuff that you'd like on acoustic in most setups. And then the loop also works for the electric side, so the electric still takes advantage of the entire board like I had before. And then what I've got here is this switch. Whoa, knock it off. The blue light is my acoustic set, and the white light is my electric. And whenever I do that, it just mutes the other signal from going out. So amp noise is killed, and it works really well. And then again, I've got my outputs on this side of the board, which keep it all nice and neat going off. So Anyways, that's the new setup. I actually ran it without the J48 last Sunday, and transitioning between the guitars was really sweet. Got to give props to Daniel over at Salvage. He's the one that kind of put the idea in my head. And Dan, this one's mine, obviously. He built the switcher and the patches for me. And then Michael Gunger, his board is kind of laid out the same way, and I've actually been trying to figure out, I've kind of rigged using an AB box to do something similar, but not to this level, and it doesn't give me the options. So this has been a really great upgrade for me. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you soon.